You're against that?
Oh, 100%. There's no way the tax stuff will get done.
Really? So do you think the only way that tax stuff gets done, it gets lumped in with the energy stuff?
100%. And the immigration stuff. Because no Republican is going to vote against an immigration bill if it doesn't have the tax provisions that they want or don't want, right?
Okay.
It's almost a way to keep the Republicans in line.
Yeah.
And then the reconciliation happens after that. So I expect it to be a June, July thing.
Okay. So realistically, we're looking at June, July. You think it would be one beautiful big bill, which frankly, everybody is saying, like, what scares you in terms of obstacles? What holds up that timeline? What prevents it from getting done?
The Republicans.
Okay. Elaborate.
There are little pockets and bands of Republicans that absolutely must have this, must have that. Mm-hmm. For example, the salt stuff in the north in New York. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, let's just divert from energy a second. Why on earth would we reward high tax states by letting them up their state taxes?
Right. You're just subsidizing.
It moved to Florida.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and then you've got the Iowans who care about biodiesel tax credits and this and that. And, you'll have pockets of these Republicans who draw red lines in things, and it's going to be up to Speaker Johnson and the whip's office, Tom Emmer, and obviously President Trump to corral all these votes and get them in. We're looking at 2, 3, 4 vote majority in the House, depending on the day. And so that's just super hard to do, right? I worked in the whip's office. I counted votes for part of my career, and you don't have a lot of room for error, right? Tom asked you to know on everything, and so
Tom Massey is because his argument is essentially that he is a hard no to anything that comes across his desk unless it substantially trims the deficit, right?
Yeah, that's his red line, for example, and he does, unlike others, he's not really malleable. So the challenge will be to figure out a way to sort of put this puzzle together to give President Trump meaningful tax reform. And that's important because folks right now are like, hey, man, you said you were going to help me put money in my pocket.
Right.
That's okay. You're screwing around.
It's an adult program. We're good.
You're screwing around with tariffs, Greenland, Panama Canal. You got, he's doing all good things, trying to cobble a peace deal in Russia and Ukraine and things like that. But unless and until that tax bill is passed and it has time to permeate into the economy,
right,
they're not going to be seeing those lower prices. And quite frankly, he's sort of foreshadowing that a little bit, right?